When we start off with our learning of endgames, the most technical and confusing one for a lot of people are the opposition. Endgames involving opposition. So, what exactly is opposition? Opposition is basically our king opposing the other king from coming forward. So, in this position, white's coming this way. If you play the correct move, you will draw the game. We're black. But if you play the wrong move, we're going to lose. So, it's a fine balance. What is the correct move? We play king d8 so that if the white king comes forward, we block him. We won't allow him to come forward. We just block him, and if he goes back, we go here. He'll wait. Don't go here, then he gets your position. And then when you move, he pushes and we don't draw. We go back. So that if he comes here, when he pokes his head, we block him. Now he will just give up with the king moves and he'll push. Now we are fine. King d8. And if he plays king d6, draw, stalemate. If he moves away, we take the pawn. White to play. Our pawn is going forward. There's only one move that wins. What is that move? We have to take the opposition. The mistake a lot of people make is they just push the pawn and hope to win. You don't win. If black knows his endgame, you won't win. So use your king, go forward and take the opposition. Why take the opposition? Because when the black king moves, either way, we can go forward. So once your king goes forward, we can win it. Now again, no need to push the pawn. Pushing the pawn should be fine here, but why? Just oppose it. And if he goes one side, we go the other side. Now king is covering all three squares. We have a red carpet for our pawn. We start going down the carpet. Push. That's it. No worry of stalemate. We just win. Okay. Here we are already on the sixth rank. We don't have the opposition. He will oppose us. But because our king is already on the sixth rank, we can win. That is the one exception to the opposition thing, opposition rule. When you're on the sixth rank with your king, opposition does not matter. Getting there is important, but if you already got there, then opposition doesn't matter. We can just play more like king h3, king h6. He can move, but we just push and we push. He moves and we play king h7 and we win. When it comes to a pawn or h pawn, the flank pawns, if you allow the black king to get in to any of these squares, it's a draw. So it's very important to not let the king come in. Now don't push because king c8. Okay, here actually pushing king c8 pawn push is also winning, but we can play king d7 and just avoid all that and prevent. Okay, this is a very nice position. It is black to play and win. It's a rook in game, but rooks are about to get exchanged. Only if you know your pawn in game, the opposition, you will be able to play the right move here. What will you do in this situation? You can try to think about it. You can pause the video and think. First, we have to decide if this winning. Is that pawn in game winning? No, because our king is not in front of the pawn. So we want the king to be ahead of the pawn. That too with opposition. So we play king d6, threatening the rook. Threatening rook takes rook. So white has to take our rook. How do we take back? Not with the pawn. Then our king is not ahead of the pawn. King takes. Not only are we ahead of the pawn, we are also having the opposition. Now don't go away because you lose the pawn. We keep the opposition with us. And then when the king moves, we keep going forward. And once you're far enough from the pawn, we can start pushing the pawn. So we understood opposition, right? Now comes this idea of distant opposition. When kings are far away, how do we get the draw? Here it's white to play, black's coming this way. If you make the right move, it will be a draw. And what is the right move? Not king c2 because then black gets the opposition. So what do? We take distant opposition, which is like one, two squares away from normal opposition. If king comes here, it's normal opposition. If you do one more of that, it is distant opposition. So we play king c1. Now wherever the king moves, we get the opposition. If he had come here, we would have played king d2. Draw. He comes here, we play king c2. And we play king d2. And that's a draw. If he moves, we move. He pushes a pawn, we already know that's a draw. Here, what do we play? If you play king c2, it is going to be a win for black. King D2, again a win for black. So we can't keep our opposition that easily, right? But there is a move that draws. We play King D1. If black wants to keep the opposition, he has to go here, which he can't do. So we have this square available to us. Now when the black king moves forward, we take the opposition. And again we make a draw. Okay, this time we are trying to win. White to play. How do we win? Do we need to play king b4? And he will just wait there only. Or do we have a better move? If we have a better move, you might think this is giving away the opposition. But no, even if he gets the opposition, we can take it back. We just play a waiting move. That's the advantage of our pawn being far away from our king. If there's space, we can make a waiting move and get back the opposition. Now they'll have to move and we keep going forward. And we win. This is a very tough position for white because black king is just going to come and then he has two pawns. If he gets the king in the right place, he can exchange of one pawn and get a winning pawn in game. One pawn in game. How are we going to draw this? If you play king f2, you lose. King d2. King f3, he comes in this way. And we're going to lose. King here, he just comes in. So he's going to get in. So if you don't want the black king to get in, we have to oppose him. This time not vertically, but horizontally. So we have to play a very weird move here. And that move is king g1, distant opposition. See, distant opposition. So that if he comes closer, we also oppose him. And now he goes there, we wait here. When he comes closer, here again we wait. He comes closer, we also come closer. So he's not able to enter. He goes here, don't go to e2. King c3, e2 is fine. You can even go to g2, right? That is a bit safer. Keep a little bit of distance. Keep distant opposition. You can go to e2. King, if you go to e2, are we fine? King c3, we should be fine, right? Anyway, we just keep the distant opposition and we draw. All right. Is this a drawish pawn in game? What do we do? Queen takes queen, king takes, and then king c1, distant opposition. King c1 and we draw. We draw. So hopefully you've got a hang of how to use opposition to win and how to use opposition to draw when the draw is with you. And there's just one pawn left on the board, or even if there's more pawns, opposition can come in into the picture.